What's going on, everyone? This is Nimish. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about the movie Guruvayoor Ambalanadayil, which is doing very well across the globe. This is a comedic movie by director Vipin, who made Jaya 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 Hey previously, as well as a movie called Antakshari, which I haven't watched. But Jaya 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 Hey, as we know, was a absolutely stunning comedic entertainer with a message, and that was a super duper blockbuster success and one of the most recommended films. If anyone asks me what are some of the movies to watch from the Malayalam film industry. So him being back here once again with Basil Joseph and now incorporating Prithviraj Sukumaran and a host and suite of other characters was definitely an exciting project. This movie does deliver from the entertainment value perspective. It has a very good core story based on which there's a lot of chaos and confusion created. That is the USP of the film. And then it, of course, has two characters with stunning chemistry. This is Basil Joseph and Prithviraj Sukumaran, whose give and take, banter, all the sort of time that they spend on screen together is so seamless, so natural, and super duper entertaining that is what keeps you entertained throughout the movie and keeps you invested in the storyline and the characters. We've always known Basil is incredible in many roles and many characters, and he continues to be superb in this movie as well. He is amazing at his comic timing, and one can laugh so many times at his jokes, his reactions, his body language, and all of that. Prithviraj Sukumaran also comes through in this comedy movie because his character and the things his character requires to do, the way he has to react, etc., does work very well this time. And while he's not known for his comedy, I think this is where he's probably getting more and more used to it, probably getting more and more natural with it. And the character is designed to make it suitable for Prithviraj to be in this role. The chemistry with Basil only helped enhance the performances as well as the characters to deliver a full blown entertaining movie to us. There's a lot of references to other movies, other songs constantly in this film, and those are very funny and very timely and very apt as well. And those are very enjoyable. Like, even though I was watching with subtitles, it came across in the subtitles. The subtitles were very well done to that extent, and I love it when the subtitles are very well done. Being a comedy movie, I may not understand every joke, I may not get every punchline, I might not get the sound and phonetics of every sentence that makes things funny. However, the subtitles were very well done to keep it very engaging and entertaining, so I'm not missing out on what's happening in a scene, and hope that continues so that we can enjoy such comedies and light-hearted entertainers as well. um, this movie could have been a much better entertainer. Now, the reason I say that personally is because of two things that I sort of felt slightly distracted by. One is there is a constant editing technique in this movie which goes across 3 to 4 different timelines or scenes or characters. Every time there is a situation, I feel like they cut between 3 or 4 different things happening. And while that does depict the chaotic situation and the big world that they have been created, if there were slightly fewer characters, then this could have been avoided and we could have focused on one situation and its comedy and its humor as opposed to four at a time. I think it takes away from the situation itself. So that's a minor thing on the editing technique. It happened throughout the film, so I thought it was important to point out. And then the other thing that I thought was could have been slightly better is the overall writing and development of the story. The main core story is great. There are some good punchlines, good elements, great performances, but the overall development in the story does fall into the traps of maybe a comedy template from 10 to 15 years ago, where there are random characters coming in, there are too many things happening, and the way the characters are reacting is sort of that 10 to 15-year older sort of vibe. Whether you think of these Priyadarshan comedies that, of course, are remade from older Malayalam films, but if you think of the Hindi Priyadarshan comedies where there are so many characters, each start popping up saying, "Oh, my father had done this too," or "I also love her," and all these kind of things that keep happening. These were funnier 10 to 15, 20 years ago. And today, I think that the humor is more on the Jaya 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 hairstyle basis, where it is very situational, very organic, and it builds up with the characters already established, as opposed to continuously integrating and adding on more characters only to build up to a climax. Now that can be seen as a positive thing as well, because these are the kind of comedies we miss. These are the kind of comedies that actually used to be delivered years ago that we are now not doing for years and years. So in a way it is a good sign. However, the writing and development of those, I think, could have been slightly more better, slightly more organic, slightly more entertaining. But all of this could be me not understanding some of the language itself in the comedy, and therefore missing certain aspects and feeling this way, because comedies, as always, do not come across 100% with subtitles. Nevertheless, those are two technical aspects I pointed out, nothing to do with the final product. The final product is a very entertaining movie, is a good movie to watch, is a very recommendable movie. It does have a lot of rewatch value. It is definitely better than the other recent movie we had, Malayali from India, which I also reviewed on my channel. It is on par with a lot of comedies of recent times, and I think as an addition to Basil's filmography and Vipin Das's filmography, this is a very good candidate to continue their amazing talent and amazing performances and amazing delivery of work. So looking forward to even more collaborations of Vipin Das and Basil Joseph to see what story they have to bring us next. Loved the entertainment value in this movie, going with 3 stars for Guruvayoor Ambalanadayil. Let me know your thoughts and comments below, and how much you enjoyed it, especially if you speak the language. Your experiences are probably way more different than mine. So leave and drop your comments below. Let me know your thoughts. And till then, share, subscribe, and keep watching for much, much more.